please excuse the jump cuts and editing. I found, for those not keeping track, that at a certain point, the PlayStation won't even tell me when it's going to stop recording. It'll just happen, and it won't be after a preset amount of time. It'll just happen. So I just like to make sure that I'm in control of that. Sometimes it's for comedic effect, but you be the judge of that. Anyway, this is my nightmare. Welcome to it. It's called Blight Town. I think it's our civic duty, always, to leave a white sign soapstone, in case anybody needs the helps. I don't know why I haven't been doing that more often, frankly. I know I don't need the homeward bone because guess what? I have a fucking miracle! And that's all. I know I don't need that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip some purple moss, and I'm definitely going to equip some blooming purple moss clump, because there might be one other area, but this is like key for like fucking, this is like ground zero for getting toxic status applied to you, so just keep that in mind when you're, you know, saying, hey, Sydney, you should play this, and I'm like, alright, Mickey, well, this is some bullshit, I have to warn you. Actually, I did warn her, if I'm not mistaken. He's coming. These guys, I affectionately call them Shrek. Every one of them is Shrek. Obviously, it's an ogre. And I just want you to realize what this thing's all about. For example, what it seems to be about is 500 souls. Not bad, right? And a dung pie. For the fucking life of me, I don't even remember what a dung pie does. Shall we check it out? I think we ought. With that in mind, dung pie. Turns enemy toxic, but also affects player. Atrocious fecal waste material. Throw it in and build up toxins, but also builds up your toxicity. Although this tends to make it difficult to care on one's person. High damage over a period of time. I just thought it kills us. Not like poisons us. Toxic and poison are two different things. I just want to make sure we all understand that. I also want to make sure we understand kiting. God knows I didn't when I started this shit. I mean, I understood a little of it because, you know, I played League with the big boys. That'd be Tim and Tyler. Hey, y'all. Yep. Hey, guy. These guys used to be a lot harder to maim. I don't remember if I showed you guys one of the Shreks when we were in the Valley of the Drakes at the entrance that we're going to leave this fucking shithole from. But in case I didn't, this is it. This is Blight Town. I'm just kidding. This isn't quite it. We are close to Blight Town. Actually, I think we're in Blight Town. It's just this isn't all it has to offer. Hope everybody's enjoying my description of what this is and is not. Because it's not accurate. I'll tell you that. Question is, I don't actually remember if there's anything important down there, but this is for the archives, so away we go. These guys like to grab you too. Not a big fan of that. As you could tell with the plant monsters, things grabbing me in this, and in anything really, not digging it. Maybe it's the kid in me that played Ocarina of Time when it came out, and just hating all that bullshit. Maybe it's something different, but I tell ya, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't care for it. I don't want no more of it. Bye! And that's the end of that chapter. You know, it's amazing to me that I never actually considered using force in areas like these. Split them up a little bit. But again, I didn't play a cleric when I originally went through this. So, of course I didn't. Okay, see those? See those darts? They're the bane of our existence. You don't want those. You want no part of those darts. Those darts are gonna fuck up your day. Know why? Because they're gonna inflict toxin status on you. And if you actually get toxic, you're fucked. Alright? Purple moss clump. See? It's gonna help with, you know, poison. But that ain't gonna do a fucking thing. Whoa. Did you just look at this shit? Oof. That's been a long time coming, buddy. That one was a gift for Sydney. Now, do you think that we can keep our humanity the whole time? You'd probably be wrong, but, I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Oh god. Our poise is still top-notch. Our poise is better. Yours is okay. And that's it. Just okay. That's probably really sharp in your ear, and I apologize for that, but I tell you what, like, I'm taking this trip down to Blight Town for y'all, for the good of the channel, for the good of Mickey's benefit. I don't know if that's a phrase people use, for the good of their benefit, but for the good of your benefit, I'm gonna do this shit. Goose fodder! Buster Jaw! One more for Jesus! There we go. One more for Jesus. Yep, told you I was gonna do this shit, Mickey, and I'm not gonna half-ass it. Nope, doing this for you. Doing this for you, bud. Little heckin' blonde Mickey girl. Better enjoy this shit, I'll tell you that. Hit! Huh! Huh! No, I wanted the thing. I wanted that thing now. So I want you to take a look at this place. First of all, I want you to understand that I haven't complained once about the frame rate. I'm so happy. Can you imagine? This place is fucking dark. It's full of crazy platforms and things that want to kill you with poison and toxin. It's not fun. So just let that sink in. This is what we dealt with back in the day. And by we, I mean, I didn't deal with this back in the day because I didn't fucking play much Dark Souls back in the day because there's a little more fucking sense in that, I like to think, by golly. I actually just sucked at Dark Souls. Here we go! Holy shit, it worked. Eto. Riri. Whoa. Okay. That was creepy. What do you say about this sword? What do you know? What do you know? 14, 20, oh, we're on our way. It's not great, but I'm sure it... Katana Forge and used to like construct with the scabbard at lightning speed, using Ninjutsu technique, was the wielder to charge forward to swiftly cut down distant foes. A katana thing might actually be fun. A katana run, I must say. I kind of want to do the Sephi sword run, and again, I always forget the name of that, and we're still going to forget the name of that because we didn't join the Covenant in the woods yet, because we didn't break the seal. Again, it all sounds like fucking rocket science to you, but to me, it's just heaven. I'm Casey Miller. And now... You know, we lit the bonfire, but I'm not convinced that we need to sleep at it yet. Just kidding, of course. We're not going back that way. Yeah, it's just not happening. Not gonna happen at all, to be honest. That said, this might get a little complicated. Since, you know, we're not doing that. I don't know what these things are. I don't know if they were people. I don't know if they were hollows. Whatever they are, they're horrible, and I want no part of them. Oop, we got company. Come on, guy. What, are you scared? You scared? You scared, bro? Come on. Come get me, bro. Ow. Ow. Come on with that bullshit. Yeah. What you got, man? What you got? Again, I have to stress this. It's very important that I make mention of this. I'm not a professional Dark Souls player. Use that terminology however you want to use it. I'm not great. At Dark Souls, I'm okay. I made it through the game, and yeah, I didn't complete it. That's about the extent of it for me. I'm gonna fuck up here eventually. Don't you worry. I'm not your Dark Souls hero. But I am doing the thing. You know, I'm setting out to do it, and that's what counts. I strove to get good, and I got okay. This, however, this might surprise you. Everybody ready? Whoa! Oh, that always makes me uneasy. Okay. Good reason. Oh my god. Didn't even see you. I have severe anxiety, everybody. So you might be asking yourself, what the fuck are you doing playing this game then? Well, I also like video games. Okay. So we did sleep at the bonfire, so we at least got some stuff going on. I tell you what, I feel like there's something else we need in our inventory, and I feel like it's these. We went to the trouble of putting them in there. There you go. We did all that for humanity, kids. That's what we did. Alright. Not the best decision in hindsight, but I mean, humanity is not a bad thing to have, in my own opinion, which is not expert, by the way. Not an expert opinion, not in any sense of the word. By the way, I never said that I was going to complete these areas, like get every single item and stuff. Even fucking the completionist, even good old Gerard doesn't do that shit, because I don't think Gerard has the time or the fucking interest in that. But he needs every single piece of humanity, every single thing. The only reason I even mention him at all is because I started watching his Dark Souls 3 completion thing before I realized, oh shit, I haven't even played Dark Souls 3, to be honest. I think I've actually finished it, but I know it's not going to spoil everything for me. The point is, he mentioned that he got a lot of flack because he didn't get everything. He didn't get every ring and everything like that. I'm like, you know what, dude? If you fought every boss there is to fight in something, and you did everything you could, that's completion to me. That said, he still takes things way too far with his stuff. Not that that's a bad thing. That's good for what he does. I could not do that. That's not true. I actually could, given the challenge, but oof. I mean, let me just make a point of saying this. Again, this is never about being super-de-duper famous or well-liked or any shit like that, because let's be honest, it's gonna take more than some shitty YouTube videos that I make to fucking make me likable. That's not true. I am very likable. I am a nice person. I'm a very lovely woman in real life. I've been working on the self-esteem thing. So part of that's a joke, and part of that's some issues that I still haven't exactly come to terms with. So there's that. I wish you would. Yeah, no. What I'm getting at here, kids, is that we all like to think that the YouTube thing will kick off, and you know, maybe some people are like me, and that they're not doing this because they expect things to, you know, fucking take off, you know. Because I don't expect things to take off. I mean, for example, this shit's already been going on for years. I'm not coming in, you know, the fucking prime of the time to do this shit. The people that are popular have been popular for some time now, and I feel like, you know, if you really click with people, that's really a thing you can do. But look at all the work. Look at all the damn work that Gerard alone puts into these damn videos, dude. Like, he doesn't just make these, like, completionist videos talking about what he did. Apparently, I haven't watched everything like that, but, like, so much of his stuff, apparently you can just catch, like, that he records him actually playing through, and him doing it. Just doing it. Like, yeah. Sounds like he's made quite a living for himself doing this. But at the same time, like, I think it's the same reason that I decided that I don't want to get into game, you know, making and stuff, programming and stuff, but because it's like, I like games too much. I don't want to hate them. Holy shit, I did not realize those were going to look that bad. I like games, and you know what, right now, I'm at a point in my life, I'm 32 by the way, I'm about to turn 33, I don't look it, I don't sound it, people tell me that all the time, and it's really reassuring, but again, severe anxiety, a little bit of depression as well. When I say a little bit, I mean I'm underplaying that, but my friends get me through that, and you get me through that, and you know what, the thing is, how many views max have I had in a video? 30-ish? And that was like on the first Bloodborne, and I'm not even doing that right now. Again, for those watching this wondering, where's Bloodborne, Sydney? Well, we started Bloodborne because Mickey, aka Mouse, not Mickey Mouse, but you know, Mickey Mouse didn't specifically ask to do this. My friend Mickey, codename Mouse, and Rocky Horrorcast here, she is a YouTube fan like I am, of the same people, in general. And when I told her I was doing this, she was very excited, and she said that Dark Souls is what she wanted to see. So I had Bloodborne, right? So I started doing that, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, wait a minute. I have Dark Souls on Xbox 360, but that shit's a pain in the ass to record on with just the base stuff they include. Again, half of you watching this and like, you just suck at it. Yeah, I do. I suck at it. Let's just be real. Because PS4 makes it so much easier. I don't want to not suck at the 360 thing. I mean, kind of, because there are some exclusive things that I would love to do, but I'm going to tell you, I've, just on this thing alone, I've become more of a PlayStation gal. And that includes first-person shooters coming up here, because you would be hard-pressed to ever get me to fucking buy a first-person shooter game on PS4. Why? The controller. Does it seem like a stupid thing to say? Yeah, maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That's Blight Town, everybody. Hope we're all paying attention. I'm gonna take a moment to remind everybody, this is the shit you don't see on the really well edited videos out there. Not talking about mine. Me, I'm just trying not to show you all the boring shit like me trying to get back to where I was. I was actually talking with my buddy Jared about this, and, you know, it's like, I get it if there's something to say. You know, you guys are already talking about something, you know, we're enticed in what you're saying, but it's like, get to the point. But, no, really, I wanted to show this, because there's just a certain point that you have to appreciate all the fucking work that goes into this. And for this kind of game specifically, this isn't just like, oh, you're at a checkpoint. Yeah, the checkpoints are the bonfires. Which means, you're all the way back to square one now. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. We'll get back to the ogre, and then I'll continue the story. Talking more about the Dark Souls thing, you know, I had Bloodborne, and then I was like, well, how am I going to do this shit? And then it hit me. I was like, oh, the Dark Souls trilogy was just announced. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get this. And again, the justification is because I never actually completed Dark Souls 1, number 1. Number 2, it's Dark Souls Remastered, so it's like, of course I want to see what, you know, they fucking added to the table, and they've brought a lot so far, you know. It's nothing new. They specifically mentioned there's no new content, it's just all the DLC included, which Artorias said the Abyss DLC by itself is like, what, 15, 20 bucks? So that's half the price of the game right there, of the first game. Let's say it's 20 for the sake of argument, you know. And then I didn't own Dark Souls 3, and I sure as shit didn't own the DLC for it. So it's like, well, what do you do? You know, what the fuck do you do in a situation like that? Am I supposed to drop down there, by the way? I can't actually tell. But yeah, and you know what, like, I think starting a lot of projects and doing things like that, by the way, I know nobody gives a shit about this. If you do, I mean, more power to you. I want you to think about this. I want you to look at somebody like, I don't know, let's say Markiplier. Look at this man. Alright, love him to death. I do. This isn't like a but kind of thing. It's not. No. Look at how he started. I didn't see his whole Amnesia playthrough. But if you look at his videos now, they're well edited, and of course he has people helping him. You know, he has great help, and he's got great friends that'll help with that shit too. He's got a lot more confidence. He has grown as a person. And frankly, part of that I attribute to YouTube. You know, like me, he did not start even with a video feed. I only know because I maybe watched the first episode of his Amnesia, but I mean, like, the first episode or so, he didn't have a camera at all. And then when he did have a camera, you know, he was meek, he was shy, he was, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, Sydney, please don't fall. This is what I get for bringing someone else into this. I just want everybody to appreciate what Blight Town is. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. It'd be really nice if I could fucking fall or something. You know what, while we're just hanging out here, I just want to finish my story. I'm just kidding. You know, the thing about it is, Jesus Christ, I do not want to have to do this. I have to go through this bullshit again. Is there any way to stop this? Can anybody tell me? Could anybody tell me? Probably not, huh? Ooh. Well. Oh. Now we have noises. So that's something. That's new, right? Can we make it... Well... I have to give them this credit. They at least did that, which was really nice. But I don't want to get off track from my story, so we're just gonna go ahead and keep going. So look at him. And then, you know, he didn't do the crazy hair. He wasn't like a beaming, you know, personality. He was just doing his thing. And that's what it's all about to me, is that's what he was doing. That's what the channel was for him. It was just a chance for him to do his thing and to make people happy, hopefully. You know, didn't even know it was going to happen for sure. He just gave it his best and he put it out there. And me, like, what the point I'm getting to, I swear to God, this has a point. The point of this story is that starting a new project, and especially putting it out there for the world right away, is not an easy task. Because we as human beings, we are afraid. We're very afraid. We're afraid of being rejected. We're afraid of being overly criticized. Some of us so much that we decide, yeah, we're gonna try to make that shit illegal. Oops. Boosh! Thank you. Holy shit. I did not know that he could do that. And well... Oh boy. Point being that all it took for me was a good friend who said, not only will I watch your videos, I actually have a request, and I'll watch this. And I have to admit, I like doing this a lot more when PJ's around. But PJ actually didn't have much interest in this whole series, and to be frank, we have at best two nights a week when we can actually get together, record stuff, and more often than not, it really ends up just being the one, which is sad, but you know what? We have lives, and you know, he's got a beautiful wife who is also going through some things, and you know, life happens. So we get together when we can, and we do the games that we can, that we both have the interests in. Yeah, at this point, anyway, where was I going with this? I'm kind of like losing my train of thought here. Basically, all it took was someone saying, hey, I would like to watch you play this game. And you know what? Growing up, I didn't have a sibling, you know, to do that with me. I didn't have that. I always kind of wanted one. And even now, my brother Gus, not my biological brother, of course, he's the whole brother from another mother thing. We all kind of wish that we had that when we were growing up, but you know what? It made us who we are, not having that, and that's who we are now. But we have each other now, and I have a beautiful niece, a lovely sister-in-law. I have a sister, ladies and gentlemen, and a brother, neither one of which are blood. How about that shit? Are you kidding me with this shit? I have had about enough of this asshole. No, no. No, no. That'll get you killed. There you go. Oof. Okay, I think that should do it there. Oh, now, you're seeing this, right? That is actually the bottom of Blight Town. We are making it. Very slowly but surely, we're making it. Point being that I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm not a Markiplier expert. I'm not a people-pleasing person expert. I'm not. Again, because I tend to piss people off. But that's because I have my opinions, and I have my compromises that I will and will not make, and it doesn't sit well with some people, and I'm not going to make excuses for that. I'm not going to say, well, that's because they're blah, blah, blah. No, we're all just different people. But, you know, something about him clicked with people. You know, something about it said, hey, let's watch this guy. Now, again, this was years ago. 6, 7 years ago? I don't know. It feels like a long-ass time ago. Look up the timestamp for yourself on the fucking first Amnesia video from Marky Moo. But, anyway, point being is now, obviously, he's done really well for himself. He's made a lot of great friends in the business, and, you know, he's taken off. But he started just by recording, just by doing it, saying, hey, maybe somebody will like this. Now me and PJ, for those of you who have caught things like Art Undertale and a little bit of the Bloodborne that exists, a couple other things that we got cooking, we've always had a good banter. Back and forth. We've always had a good back and forth, me and him, and that's why he is, I mean, I'll just say it, he is my brother also. Not related, you know. It didn't take much for us to really click, and we've had our fights. You know, I hope everybody's liking this dirty laundry, but seriously, you know, we have a good back and forth, so it's fun to play games with him. It always has been. Even when we were recording, there's been so many games we've played through together that we didn't record. Oh my god. And that's why I said, you know, I was like, if we could record this, that wasn't the basis for PirateMummy. Came from a totally different place. But, you know, I was like, dude, if we could get this a recording, like, I'm not saying, you know, we'd be famous, it would just be really cool to have this, you know? Even just to look back on this shit and go like, what the fuck were we talking about? And you'll get the idea of that if you, oh my god. Oh my god. I did not realize they were wearing wood armor before. Also, can I just say how excited I am that that didn't, like, toxic me right away? Wanderer stuff. Ooh. Wait. Wait, we're not safe. Oh my god. We're not safe. God damn. Oh my god. Okay. They're gone. They're gone now. Alright. Wanderer hood, right? I do like me a good hood. But it's covering up my beautiful purple hair, and I feel like that's not good for me. Now, Wanderer coat. Is it any better? Weighs a little more. Sure should protect from a lot of that other stuff better, though, I must say. More durability, to be sure. And how does it look? Yeah, so it doesn't fuck with my fat roll. Or it doesn't fuck with my light roll. Alright, well, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. Oh, that's actually better. Shit. Alright, I mean, not entirely, but what is? You know? Yeah, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I kind of like that. It's got a little Game of Thrones feel to it. By the way, people, I understand that just because something has fucking feathers or fur in it doesn't just make it, you know, Game of Thrones. That shit existed before Game of Thrones. That's something that I streamed, you know, really grinded hard earlier this year. Because I was behind by all seasons. Una momento, por favor.